What's going on, everybody? Dylan here with Espresso Outlet, and today's video is going to be about basket size. So we're going to be talking mainly about the portafilters and the baskets that come with the Turin Legato espresso machine, now available at Espresso Outlet. So we have a couple people that have asked us a couple questions about why when I use this certain roast or this certain bean that I can fit this much in the portafilter, but then I use a different bean and it's different. So I'm gonna go ahead and clarify that for everybody today. So today we have two different portafilters, both that come with the Turin Legato. I have one that came with the Legato and the same one that comes with the Capriccio. And they're the exact same basket and everything. So when can you use a puck screen, and what is the difference between coffees when grinding for the same exact grind size? So for instance, today we are going to be looking at the difference between a light roast and a dark roast. So the two coffees we're using today are the Neapolitan blend from Good Brothers. This is a really dark roasted coffee. And then we actually have from our friends over at Porta Keepers, we have some light roasted whole bean coffee that we're going to be doing for the demonstration today. So I have a couple of photos that are showing the exact same grind size. We use grind size 17 on the DF83V, which is the new variable speed grinder that we now sell, and we did both. So here are the pictures for the light roasted coffee that we used for this basket for the Turin Legato. When you look at the light roasted coffee, you're gonna notice that it doesn't take up a lot of the basket, and then when it's WDT'd, it fluffs it up a bit, and then as we tamp it, it goes down quite a bit to where it's underneath that little ridge line on the basket as shown in the picture. Now, with using the exact same grind size, with the exact same grinder, we use a dark roasted coffee. So the difference you're gonna see is it's already filling the basket a little bit more with the dark roast. And if you look at it after it's been WDT'd, it fluffs up quite a bit. Once it's tamped, you're gonna notice a little bit more of a difference. So a light roasted coffee, you're gonna notice that it's underneath the ridge line. And with the dark roasted coffee, it's gonna be right at that ridge line on the basket. Just as you're using this ridge line as an indicator mark for the video. So the difference is, if you look at this photo now with a puck screen, you can notice that with the light roasted coffee, the one that has the puck screen in it, it's now covering right at the edge of that ridge, as where the dark roast is already covering the ridge with no puck screen. Now, the reason why this is important is because puck screens are great. Puck screens don't really alter, they alter the shot a little bit. I think it maybe makes the shot come out a little bit quicker. But the biggest reason why people use puck screens is mainly because it keeps the shower screen nice and clean, and it doesn't have all the grounds that are going to be showing. So one way to tell if your grind size is too much for the basket size is once you get done pulling the shot, you're gonna see the indentation on the actual puck itself. You're gonna see an indentation of the shower screen. This is gonna mean that you are overdosed in the basket and that it's pretty much touching the group head the entire time, which is gonna scald your coffee. It might make it taste a little bit bitter, and it's not gonna be the greatest shot that you can possibly pull with that coffee. Now, when you use a puck screen, you have to be careful because you're gonna get a little bit of pull and resistance. If you lock it into the group head, you're gonna notice that it feels like it's super tight and that it's touching the shower screen. You don't want the puck screen to hit the shower screen because it can dent the puck screen and ruin your shower screen. So you wanna make sure you have enough headroom, which is shown in the picture here. It's right at the ridge line. So you see there's quite a bit of headspace inside the portafilter and the basket, and that's gonna be a good size. This is a 1.7 millimeter puck screen, but you do wanna make sure that you are wary of that because I did pull a shot once where it was too much for the sake of the video, just so I could show what happens to the puck screen and what could potentially happen to your shower screen in your espresso machine. So that was hitting the shower screen. You can see the shower screen. So that can actually damage your shower screen. So we do recommend that when you do dose you want to make sure that if you are using a puck screen, you want to make sure that you dose the proper amount. If you have to go, instead of 18 grams, 17 grams and adjust for the grind setting based on your ratio that you need, we would recommend that you do that, just because it can be pretty bad for your shower screen, and it can ruin your puck screen as well, which most importantly, the shower screen, because we don't want to ruin anything on our espresso machines. We want to take care of them. But just know that the darker the roast, you know that you're going to have more volume inside the basket than if you use a lighter roasted bean. You're going to have less volume in the basket with the same dose size. So just make sure, depending on which bean you're using, that you adjust accordingly, and you want to make sure you have enough headspace inside the portafilter for when you pull your shot. If it's too high up and it's hitting the shower screen, it's going to scorch it. If you use a, let's say, a 20 gram basket and you're only dosing 16 grams, you're going to be underdosing it. There's going to be too much headspace, and it's just going to be not a great outcome. Water is going to jet through that puck, and it's not going to be a great shot. So you want to make sure that you're using the amount of coffee that your basket allows for. You don't want to underdose and you don't want to overdose. So that's just going to be a big thing. I've used 18 grams with the Legato and the portafilter, and it's worked out perfectly. When I dose for a dark roast, I like to go usually around 17 grams. And then I just have to make sure I grind finer because I have less volume now. So biggest thing to just worry and take away from this video is different coffee with the same dose can have a very big impact with the overall tasting of the cup and how the shot performs. So my name is Dylan with Espresso Outlet. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you in the next one.